Hey y'all, it's me Marty. Good morning and happy Monday. I'm not real loud and not real talking fast this morning because I haven't had my coffee yet. And that's what this video is about. I'm making a cup of coffee. So, I thought I would do a little video this morning making a cup of coffee in my truck, my big truck. And also put out there a coffee challenge. Now, I've never done a challenge video before, I don't think. I'm not even sure I know how to do it. But I thought it'd be fun to do a coffee challenge, and it's gonna be kind of an open one, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But I'm just gonna challenge y'all to make a little video about coffee. And so, I am in Seligman, Arizona. I got here yesterday early evening and parked at a little truck stop here. And yeah, it's 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, I'm tired. I need some coffee. So, I want to talk about coffee a little bit, why I like coffee, and different ways that I make coffee. Yeah, I need a drink of water at least. I haven't had my coffee yet. Kind of clogged up. Yeah, quit eating those frogs. A frog in my throat. Good morning, Dash. Good morning. Good morning, Bailey. So Dash is my little Christmas elf on the dash, and then Bailey's my little dog I have on the dash. I know. Yeah, they talk, and I talk to them. You know. Yeah. I spend a lot of time alone in the truck, and yeah, I get a little loopy, but it's all part of the fun. It's all part of the fun, y'all. Anywho, I really enjoy my coffee. I do. And there's something about making a cup of coffee that's just kind of enjoyable. It makes it worth it. It makes it more enjoyable. I mean, in the mornings, many days, I have different ways I can make coffee in here, but I have a coffee maker in here and different things. A lot of mornings when I'm trucking on the road working, I'll get a coffee. I haven't had my coffee yet, so I can't talk. I normally can't talk, so it's really hard this morning. And I'll get a coffee in the truck stop, in the coffee shop, in the truck stop. And I'll get like a 24 ounce coffee and drink it, and it's good. And then I'll have another one later, and I like my coffee. But making a cup of coffee, going through the process of making a cup of coffee, and even if it's just a small one, it's so good. It's so much better than just going to buy a coffee. And so there's different ways I've made coffee through the years. I mean, whether it's at home or on the road trucking. At home, my wife and I, we have automatic drip coffee makers, the coffee, or Mr. Coffee makers. I have a 12 cup, and then my wife has a 4 cup because she likes hers like lighter roast. I like dark roast and stuff, a little bit stronger. And so we have that at home. And if we have a campfire, we have like a campfire percolator. Oh, that's really good coffee in a percolator too. And I love bush coffee on the campfire. That's probably my favorite way to make coffee, and my favorite best tasting coffee is bush coffee. Not cowboy coffee. I'm not a cowboy. I call it bush coffee. I'm a bush crafter. Well, I'm learning anyway. But that's probably my favorite way. But then in the truck here, all different ways. I've had instant, little powder. I've had the instant little coffee tea bag things. I have a pour over thing that I've done. I have a French press, a Stanley French press. Here's my Stanley French press. That's kind of neat. And I've done that. So, yeah, different ways to make coffee. And now I have a Keurig in here, so it's not instant. It's real coffee, and it's quick. So that works kind of nice. So, but my favorite way to make coffee is bush coffee, just in my canteen cup on a fire in the woods, or at home in our yard. That's my favorite way to make coffee. So I thought I would do that in the truck. A little different. I mean, there's a lot of people out there doing coffee challenges, and they make a coffee out in the woods. They go for a hike or whatever, and that's my favorite thing. But I'm gonna check this. Oh yeah, just about boiling. Okay, Oh, I don't have my coffee ready. Where's my coffee? Uh-oh. 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 Well, I have some different coffees here, but I had a special coffee. Where was it? Where did it go? Where did it go, y'all? Hold that thought. Okay, found it. I had it sitting by my Keurig here. I got my coffee here. I'm going to put it in because it is boiling. Okay, so what I'm doing here, so my favorite way to make coffee is bush coffee in my canteen cup. So here's my Army canteen, and I have it has a canteen cup and a pot stand, a stove in there, and just cooking, making a cup of coffee. I can't talk. I haven't had my coffee yet. Making it on open fire when we go hiking or by our campfire at home or in the woods. But I couldn't do that in the truck. Okay, so I'm in my truck. I'm in a semi. I'm on my Freightliner on the road, and I thought about doing a little fire in one of my fire cans. Probably not safe in the truck. Or I could have done an alcohol stove, little stove, but if that spilled, that'd be a little bit. So what I'm doing, what I have in here is a canned heat, and what it is it's gelled alcohol, and that's safer. I'm gonna pour my coffee in here so it can get brewing because it is boiling. And what I have is, so I'll talk about coffee in a second here, but oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. I'm not even going to stir it. I'm going to pour it in there. It's boiling. It'll be good. Okay. So, canned heat. So it's gelled alcohol. So it's safe indoors. As a matter of fact, restaurants use them underneath pans and pots of food or whatever to keep things warm. So it's safe indoors. So I thought I'd do that. But then my canteen cup stove pot stand thing wouldn't fit over the canned heat, so I have another one. It's a round one, it's a taller one, so that fit perfect over the canned heat. And then I have my canteen cup on it with water in there, and I have a metal little pie tin I have underneath, just safer in the truck. And actually I use that most of the time when I do it outside too. Well, sometimes I'll just put the canteen right in the fire though. Yeah, you don't need a pot stand or anything, when you're doing it on a fire. I just put I see people doing all these stoves and all those different things, and those are great, that's fine. But I just put my canteen cup right in the fire, or right on the edge of the fire, and it works. And so, yeah. So, I have, and I've drank all different kinds of coffee through the years. I'm not picky on coffee. I'm not. When I first started drinking coffee, when I, 14, 15, I don't remember what it was, Maxwell House or something back then. And then through the years started drinking Folgers. For many, many years I drank Folgers, and still drink Folgers once in a while. When money's tight, we've just had Walmart Great Value or Dollar Store. Coffee is coffee, and it's always good. But through the recent years, my wife and I, we've been getting better coffees. It's the kids are grown up and moved out, so we don't spend as much on food, groceries, and all that. So start getting a little bit better coffee, and it's still not that expensive. And we'll get just the small bags of coffee, and so we try different ones and different flavors. And one of my favorites right now is Black Rifle, and they're veteran owned, so that's kind of neat. And they have some really good coffees. And yeah, I think this one's Tacta Squatch something. Anyway, it's a dark roast. Pretty good. I can smell it already. So it's boiling. So there's different ways to do bush coffee. Different guys do different ways. Get my wood spoon here. And I guess I don't have to have my gloves on right now. Oh, I want to do the shout out, the challenge too here. Sorry, I don't want to make this real long. I'm gonna get this going. I gotta drink my coffee because I'm not even myself without my coffee. Anywho, Dash Bailey, help me out here. We don't know what you're gonna say. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna say because I don't have any coffee in me yet. And yeah, the Black Rifle coffee. different coffees. Okay, there's different ways to make bush coffee. All different systems. I boil the water. Once it starts boiling, I put the coffee in there. I don't stir it. Just put it on top, and it kind of rolls it in. After a minute or two of it boiling, I'll take it off the heat, let it sit a minute, then I'll tap it, and it kind of makes the ground settle. And then I'll slowly pour it into another cup. And I rarely get grounds. If I get grounds, I don't mind. People complain about that. Big deal. Get some grounds. I mean, it's fiber, you know. It's all part of the fun. And but if you do it slowly, I rarely get grounds, and it's so good, and it's smooth. It's not bitter. It's rich. I just love it. Yeah. So, and here's my little spoon. I started carving spoons a few years ago. Y'all know that I really enjoy it, and they're all different, all unique. Nothing fancy. But I started making these coffee spoons. Okay, and I know it's not even straight. It's not even. It's just for stirring coffee. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's skinny and small, and it's not a real deep bowl because it's just for stirring. But this is out of dogwood. Our cousin gave us some dogwood, and I was able to make. I made her a few things, and then I take a Jesus word and a couple spoons or something, and then I had a whole bunch more left because they gave us a bunch, and so I carved a couple spoons. And this is super hard. It was hard to carve, but it'll last forever. It's dogwood. It's really pretty, and yeah, so that's my little coffee stirring spoon. And then I'm going to put the coffee in a little wooden cup I have here. So this is a small wooden cup that my friend and brother Don, he turned it on his lathe, and it's really small. It's maybe 4 ounces, maybe 5 at that, but it's a perfect little one for my backpack, and I love it. So I keep this with my canteen, and it's just really neat. And there's something about having coffee in a wooden cup, a wooden mug, that's just really nice. So yeah, that's my favorite way to make coffee is with my canteen cup, bush coffee on a campfire, and I just think it's fun, and it tastes so good. And yeah, that's how I do coffee. What it's doing here? Get it in there a little bit. I don't want to stir it, but I want to make sure it's all in the water. It's kind of floating a little bit. Almost boiling. It's really hot. That's the thing, really. For coffee, for hot chocolate, tea, soup, you don't have to have it boiling. If it's really hot, it's good enough, but I like to get it just boiling. It's almost there. So yeah, we're getting good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good coffee, and I need it. I'm like, I gotta wake up here. Okay, so the coffee challenge I'm doing is how was I gonna word it? How I do coffee challenge. Okay, so this is how I do coffee. Okay, well, I do coffee lots of different ways, but my favorite way is to make bush coffee, and in the bush, in the woods, preferably. But I'm not in the woods right now. I'm working. I'm on the road. I'm in my truck, but I'm doing it in here. So next best thing I get. So yeah, so make a little video on your YouTube channel. It can be a short. It could be 5-10 minutes. It could be a half hour. It can be an hour. It can be 3 hours long if you want. And just show or talk about how you do coffee. And so, like I told my wife, I encouraged my wife to do one. And you don't have to make a cup of coffee. If you want, you can just get a cup of coffee out of our automatic drip, Mr. Coffee, and then talk about coffee a little bit. You can share a devotion, a scripture. You can read something. You can talk about your favorite flavor of coffee. How do you do coffee? When do you drink coffee? In the morning or at night? Where? Is it at work? Or is it at home? How you do coffee. It's pretty open. It's also open to anybody. I don't really know how to do challenges as far as sending a thing to people's channels or whatever. I don't know. I just have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people I picked. To just challenge, to do a little video on your YouTube channel. But this is open. If you're watching this and you've been watching my channel for years, make a short video and then just put this is a challenge from Marty, Martys Ramblings, just for fun. They're just kind of fun to do, and just talk about coffee and make a cup of coffee. So the people I'm challenging, so if you're watching, if you're new to my channel, if you're old to my channel, you know, you can do it too. Of course, you're welcome to do it. So it's open that way. And here's the people I'm challenging to do it though. Marilyn, my wife, and her channel is Sunshine Legacy. So check out her channel. But she has some great videos of just sharing what God is doing in her life. And it's just wonderful. So check out my wife's channel, Sunshine Legacy. And it's S-O-N, Sunshine. And then Robert, my friend Robert from New York, his channel is Bob's World. And he's only got a couple of videos, but they're great. And he's going to be doing more on woodworking, and he might be doing history videos and other things about his hobbies and different his life and stuff. So check out his channel, Bob's World. And my friend Frankie from Alabama, and his channel is White Wolf Adventures. And a lot of his are woodworking and carving spoons and just talking about God and what he's doing in his life. So check out his channel, White Wolf Adventures. Then my friend Lynn, Two Flipped, and he's from Ohio, and he has a lot of different things on his channel too. Woodworking, music. He's a musician and a singer, and he's just amazing. Lots of different talents Lynn has. So check out Lynn's channel, Two Flipped. And then my friend Chris from California, CDub62, CEEDUB 62. And he has some woodworking on his channel and different other things. He has a lot of other talents too. And my good friend Chris from California, check out his channel, CDub62. And then my friend Andy from across the pond in the UK, the Wood Gnome is his channel. So check out his channel. He does amazing woodworking and metalwork, and he does some hikes, and he has some really cool videos. He's a great guy too. Good friend. These are all friends of mine who I actually got to be friends through my channel, which is amazing. And then Doug, who I recently started watching his videos, Frugal Doug. I believe he lives in Wisconsin. Great guy. He has some really good woodworking videos, and he does a lot of things with hand tools and stuff. So check out Doug's channel, Frugal Doug. And then my friend Joe from Texas, Joseph Chase. Check out his channel. He's got some great videos too. All of these people they're my friends and my wife, and they have great YouTube channels, and they're doing really good videos. And so please check out their channels. And I'm challenging all of you to do a video. Again, it could be a short video, it could be a long video, whatever you want to do. It's pretty open. Show how you make coffee, how you do coffee, how you make coffee, how you enjoy it, why you enjoy it, your favorite flavors, when you drink coffee. Just, you know, you can read, again, you can have a devotion or a scripture, or read something about coffee or history, or, you know, whatever you want to do. How are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're ready. We're ready here. Oh yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do, well, I'm going to burn myself here. I'm going to set, well, that's plastic, so let's go like this. Good night. I'm going to go like that. Boy, there's some serious heat coming out of that canned heat. This is canned heat. Again, it's just, it's sternal, you know. I'm going to put the little lid on here to put the fire out. Good night. What could go wrong, huh? Okay. Not like that. So yeah, it's canned heat. You know, there's all different brands. This is sternal. Not canned heat, that weird band from the 60s. We're going up the country, gonna go where we want to go. We're going up the country. I know that sounded bad, but I think they sound kind of weird. I mean, I'm just saying. now. I don't want to sit this on the plastic, so I'm going to put it back on here. I'm going to spill. I'm just going to tap it. Play a song. But I'm not a musician. I love music. I love to sing. I love to make music. I'm learning my mandolin slowly. It's been a couple of years and I'm still an amateur. I love music, but yeah. You just tap on it a little bit and it kind of helps do that. Okay, now pour it in my wood cup. See if I can do this without spilling. Can you see it? I'm gonna go slow here. It has to keep the grounds in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a good cup of coffee, y'all. That's gonna be a good cup of coffee, y'all. I know. People who know me, I'm from Minnesota. Why do I say y'all? I don't know. I started saying y'all a few years ago, and I say y'all all the time now. And many times, pretty much every day, I say all y'all. I know. I'm not from the South. I'm from Minnesota. Yeah, sure. I don't know why I say y'all. I don't know why. Look at that. Look at that coffee. Can you see the steam? Can you see the coffee in there? See if I can show you without spilling here. Here, I'm gonna go like this. You gotta get a good look at this. You gotta get a good look at this coffee. Look at this. Can you see it? Can you see it, y'all? It's really good. It's there. Trust me. Okay. And yeah, this is a little cup, so I got about 4 cups in here. Honestly, what I'll do, after I'm done drinking out of my little one, I'll pour the rest into my big mug. I'm going to have my devotions, and I'm going to get trucking down the road to California. But it's good in a little mug. Okay, enough talking about it. Oh, yeah. You know what, y'all? Do you ever just take time to smell coffee? Just smell coffee. I mean, drinking it's great, of course, but smell it. Slow down. And I'm guilty of just being too in a hurry, rushing through life. I'm busy all the time. My mind's always going, oh my goodness, my mind. You know, Dash, you know what I mean. But just slow down and smell the roses. I'm not crazy about roses and flowers, but coffee. Slow down and smell the coffee. And you go like this. Oh, that is just so good. I know you're like, drink it already, Marty. It's gonna be hot. Oh my goodness. Oh. People over in the truck stop here are probably watching me. I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys. Oh, that is good. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than bush coffee. It's so smooth. It's not bitter. It's rich, dark roast. It's like, oh yeah. Waking up now. And you gotta slurp your coffee. I'm sorry, maybe it's bad manners, but you gotta slurp your coffee. It tastes better when you slurp it. It just does. Oh, woo! They're happy now. That worked good. I can do bush coffee in the truck safely. Gotta be careful. I mean, the canned heat, it's pretty safe. Let that cool down. That is a good cup of coffee. I'm telling you. That's how I do coffee. Okay, I'm going to end this video. That's some good coffee, y'all. That is some good coffee, y'all. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. And coffee in a wood mug, nothing better. Whether it's a little mug or wood cup or a kuksa. I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean. A wooden mug. It's natural and warm, and coffee just goes good. I know. I really enjoy my coffee. I really do. And coffee's good for you. Come on, it's a bean. It's a veggie. You know, it's good for you. I know some people can't drink too much coffee, but coffee's good for you, and it's so good. Oh yeah, that's some good coffee, I'm telling you. All right, I'm gonna end this video, and I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee. I'm gonna enjoy this. Get trucking down the road, get to California. Probably be there afternoon, early evening. Hey, the sun's coming up. Pretty sunrise coming up over the mountains. And yeah, I'm gonna hang out. I'm delivering to Shafter on the west side of Bakersfield tomorrow morning, actually. So I'll be early, but I don't know. I'm gonna reload, heading back to Minnesota or somewhere. Let's see. I might be out a little bit longer this trip, just because I want to get home for the next coffee house in our church and be home for Easter. So I might stay out a little longer so I can be home for a week over those things. So we'll see. Anywho, you never know what you're going to see on my channel, because one minute I'm at home, one minute I'm on the road. And it's just woodworking and hiking and coffee, and you never know. Oh, it's good. And not a ground. So good. Anyway, so I just challenge you to do a little video on how you do coffee. That's my challenge to you. Anyway, I just pray you're all doing well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like my channel, subscribe. It's all different kinds of ramblings. It's just me sharing my life. I just like to encourage and inspire. And if I can help you smile just by being my goofy my goofy self, all the better. And you can laugh at me. I laugh at me. I got all kinds of playlists. If you want to watch just woodworking or just hiking or whatever, I have a Goofy Me playlist. Watch the Goofy Me playlist, because it's just Goofy Me. If you're having a bad day and you need to laugh at me. Anyway, I just pray Jesus is real in your life, and that God's blessing you, and I hope you're having a great day. And it's early in the day for a lot of you. For me, I feel better now that I've had my coffee. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.